Once upon a time,
I wish
in a far-off kingdom,
more than anything.
lived a very young maiden, a sad young lad,
I wish
and a childless baby
more than life.
I wish
with his wife.
Anything more than love.
I wish to go to the festival.
More than life.
Time is come for a festival.
More than riches.
And
I
gold.
wish my cow would give us some milk.
More than anything.
I wish we had a child. Squeeze
I
pie.
wish to go to the festival.
I wish we might have cheese. I wish.
You wish to go to the festival.
The poor girl's mother had died.
You, Cinderella, the festival.
Would you, Cinderella, the festival?
The festival, the king's festival.
And her father had taken her new wife,
The festival.
a woman with 2 daughters of her own.
Look at your nails.
Look at your dress.
People would laugh.
Nevertheless, you still wish to go to the festival and dance before the prince.
Ha, 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 ha.
All 3 were beautiful of face, but vile and black of heart. Jack, on the other hand, had no father, and his mother,
I wish.
well, she was not quite beautiful.
I wish my son were not a fool. I wish my house was not a mess. I wish the cow were full of milk. I wish the walls were full of gold. I wish a lot of things. Oh, you foolish child, what in heaven's name are you doing with the cow inside the house?
Well, a warm environment might be just what Milky White needs to produce his milk.
It's a she. How many times must I tell you only she's can give milk?
Why, little girl?
I wish it's not for me, it's for my granny in the woods. A loaf of bread, please, to bring my poor old hungry granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread, please.
Cinderella's stepmother had a surprise for her.
I emptied a pot of lentils into the ashes for you. If you pick them out again in 2 hours' time, you shall go to the ball with us.
And perhaps a sticky bun for 4. Birds in the sky, birds in the eaves, in the leaves, in the fields, in the castles and ponds. And a few of those pies, please. Down from the eaves and the leaves, over fields out of castles and ponds.
Souvenirs.
The birds flit through the ashes, pick and peck, but swiftly sift through the ashes into the pot.
Listen well, son. Milky White must be taken to market.
But mother, no, he's the best cow.
Was. She has been tried for a week. We've no food, nor money, no choice but to sell her while she can still command a price.
But Milky White is my best friend in the whole world.
Look at her. There are bugs on her dugs. There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump big enough to be a hump.
But
Son, we've no time to sit and dither while her withers wither with her. And no one keeps a cow for a friend. Sometimes I fear you're touched.
The woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to go. Into the woods, it's time, and so I must begin my journey. Into the woods and through the trees to where I am expecting am. Into the woods to grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house.
You're certain of your way.
The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. I sort of hate to ask it, but do you have a basket?
don't strain and be late.
And save some of those sweets for Granny.
Into the woods and down the dell, the path is straight, I know it well. Into the woods and who can tell what's waiting on the journey? Into the woods to bring some bread to Granny who is sick in bed. Never can tell what lies ahead, for all that I know she's already dead. But into the woods, into the woods, into the woods to grandmother's house and home before dark. Back to the sky, back to the eaves and the leaves and the fields Cinderella, hurry up and do my hair, Cinderella. Are you really wearing that? Here I found a little tear, Cinderella. Can't you hide it with a hat? You look beautiful, I know. She needs me. Put it in a twist. Who will be there? Mother said be good, father said be nice, and I was always their advice. So be nice, Cinderella. Good Cinderella. Nice, good, nice. Tight. What's the good of being good when everybody's nice? You're always left behind. Never mind, Cinderella. Kind Cinderella. Nice, good, nice, kind, good, nice.
Not that tight.
Sorry.
Claude.
Because the baker had lost his mother and father in a baking accident, well, at least that is what he's believed, he was eager to have a family of his own and was concerned that all efforts until now had failed.
Who might that be?
Sold our last loaf of bread.
It's the witch from next door. We have no bread.
Of course you have no bread.
What do you wish?
It's not what I wish. It's for you. Nothing cooking in there now, is there?
And the old enchantress went on to explain to the couple that she had placed a spell upon their house.
What spell?
In the past, when you were no more than a babe, your father brought his young wife and you to this cottage. They were a handsome couple, but not handsome neighbors. You see, your mother was with child, and she had developed an unusual appetite. She took one look at my beautiful garden and told your father that what she wanted, more than anything in the world, was greens, and nothing but greens. Parsley, peppers, cabbages, and celery, asparagus, and watercress, and vinegars, and lettuce. He said, all right, but it wasn't quite, because I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. He was robbing me, raping me, running my rutabaga, raiding my arugula, and ripping up my ramsey and my chappy and my favorite, and I should have laid a spell on him right there. I could turn him into stones, or a dog, or a chair, or a but I let him have the ramsey, and I lost to spare. In return, however, I said, very spare, you can let me have the baby that your wife will bear. And we'll call it square.
Do you have a brother?
No! But you had a sister.
The witch refused to tell him any more about his sister. Not even that her name was Rapunzel. She went on.
I thought I had been more than reasonable, and that we all might live happily ever after. But how was I to know what your father felt so hidden in his pocket? You see, when I had inherited that garden, my mother had warned me that I would be punished if I were to ever use any of the beads. The special beads. I let him go. I didn't know he'd stolen my beads. I was watching him crawl back over the wall when bang, crash, the lightning flashed. And well, that's another story. Never mind. Anyway, unless I didn't touch him, I make my claim. Oh, don't take away the baby. They shrieked and screeched, but I didn't, and I hid her where she'll never be reached. Your father cried and your mother died, and for extra measure, I admit it was a pleasure. I said, sorry, I'm still not mollified, and I laid a little spell on them. You too, son. That your family tree would always be a barren one. So there's no more fuss and there's no more seeds and my garden thrives. You should see my nectarines, but I'm telling you the same. I tell kings and queens, don't ever, never, ever mess around with my weeds, especially the bees.
Now listen to me, Jack. Lead Milky White to market and fetch the best price that you can. Take no less than 5 pounds. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
How much are you to ask?
No more than 5 pounds.
Less than 5. Jack, head in a sack. The house is getting colder.
piggy! Oh!
The witch, for purposes of her own, explained to the baker how he might lift the spell.
You wish to have the curse reversed. I'll need a certain potion first. Go to the wood and bring me back. 1, the cow as white as milk. 2, the cape as red as blood. 3, the hair as yellow as corn. 4, the slipper as pure as gold. Bring me these by the stroke of midnight in 3 days' time, and you shall have, I guarantee, a child as perfect as child can be. Go to the wood.
Now I go to the festival. The festival? Darling those nails, darling those clothes, lentils are one thing, but darling with those, you make us the fools of the festival. And more to the prince.
The carriage is waiting!
We must be gone. Good night, Father. Wish.
Look what I found in Father's hunting jacket.
6 beans.
I wonder if they're the...
Which is beans. We'll take them with us.
No, they were not coming.
You're fearful of the woods at night.
The spell is on my house. Only I can lift the spell. The spell is on my house.
We must
No,
have the spell
you are not coming, and that is final. Now what am I to return with?
Remember, the cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the silver as pure as gold.
And so the baker reluctantly set off to keep the enchantress's demands. As for Cinderella,
I still wish to go to the festival.
Wait till...
But how am I ever to get to the festival? I know I'll visit Mother's Tree, the slipper and hazel tree, and tell her I just wish to go to the king's festival. Time to go, baby, all the green I know, into the woods not even so I have to take the journey. Into the woods, the path is straight, I know it well, but who can tell? Into the woods to lift the spell. Into the woods to visit Mother. Into the woods without thing to make the potion. Go to the festival. Into the woods without regret. The choice is made, the task is set. Into the woods, but not forgetting why I'm on the journey. Into the woods to get my wish. I don't care how the time is now. Into the woods to sell the cow.
The woods to get the money.
Into the woods to lift the
To
spell.
make the
To
potion.
go to the festival. Into the woods to grandmother's house. Grandmother's house. The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. No need to be afraid, there's
Something in the glade there.
into the woods without delay. We're careful not to lose the way. Into the woods, who knows what may be lurking on the journey. Into the woods to get the thing that makes it worth the journey. Into the woods to see the trees,
Sell the cow, make the potion.
to see, to sell, to get, to drink, to make, to live, to go to the festival. Into the woods, into the woods, into the woods and out of the woods. And home before dark.
Cinderella planted a branch at the grave of her mother. And she went so often and wept so frequently that her many tears watered it until it had become a handsome tree.
I've been good and be kind, Mother, to me, only what I learned from you. Why then am I left behind, Mother? Is there something more that I should do? What is wrong with me, Mother? Something must be wrong. I wish. What, child? Specify. Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor, and good fortune like that can befall when least expected. I wish. Do you know what you wish? Are you certain what you wish is what you want? If you know what you want, then make a wish as the tree. Can you share your wish? Shiver and quiver, little tree. Silver and gold throw down on me. I'm off to get my wish.
you inside the room, Milky White? Not to my liking.
Hello, Jack!
How did you know my name?
When first I appear, I seem mysterious, but when explained, I am nothing serious.
Say that again?
On your way to market, you have been there a long time ago. Taking our time, Jack?
No, sir.
Is that the truth?
You know, I'm resting.
How much are you asking for the animal?
No less than 5 pounds, sir.
Oh, now, Jack, why such a sum?
My mother told me
Your
that.
mother? A boy your age? Why, you'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
Well, I Come along, Milky White. There are spirits here.
Good day, young lady.
Good day, Mr. Wolf.
Whither away so hurriedly?
To my grandmother's.
And what might be in your basket?
Bread and wine for grandmother. Something good to make her strong.
And where might your grandmother live?
Oh, a good quarter of a league further into the woods. Her house stands under 3 large oak trees.
Look at that flesh, pink and plump. Hello, little girl. Tender and fresh, not one lump. Hello, little girl. This one's especially lush, delicious. Hello, little girl, what's your rush? You're missing all the flowers. The sun won't set for hours. Take your
Mother
time.
said straight ahead, not to delay or be misled.
But so, little girl, hark and hush. The birds are singing sweetly. You'll miss the birds completely. You're traveling so fleetly. Grandmother first, then Miss Plump. What a delectable couple. Utter perfection, one brittle, one supple.
Mother said, come one may, follow the path and never stray.
Just so, little girl, any path, so many worth exploring. Just one would be so boring. And look what you're ignoring. Think of those crisp, aging bones, and something fresh on the palate. Think of that scrumptious carnality twice in one day. There's no possible way to describe what you feel when you're talking to your meal.
Mother said not to stray, still I suppose a small delay. Granny might like a fresh bouquet. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, little girl. And hello.
Oh!
How did you come to that poor little girl in the red cape?
Forget the little girl and get the cape!
You frightened me.
That's the cape. Get it! Get it! Get it!
How am I supposed to get it?
You go up to the little thing and you take it!
Just take a cloak from a little girl. Why don't you take it?
If I could, I would! Oh, listen to her beautiful music! Get me what I need! Get me what I need!
Oh, this is ridiculous. I'm never gonna get that red cape or the golden power, that yellow slipper, and the was it the yellow how and a golden slipper? Oh no.
How as white as milk, the cape
have no idea what I've come upon. You would be frightened for your life. Now go home immediately.
I wish to help.
No, the spells of my house.
Your house.
Only I can lift the spells of my house. The spells of...
How is my house?
Hello, young lad.
Hello, sir.
What might you be doing with a cow in the middle of the forest?
I was heading towards market, but I seem to have lost my way.
Oh, well,
What were you planning to do there?
what are you planning to do there?
Sell my cow, sir. No less than 5 pounds.
5 pounds? Where am I to get 5 pounds?
She must be generous with milk to fetch 5 pounds.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you can fetch that sum, what are you to do?
Well, I hadn't thought of that. I suppose my mother and I would have enough food to eat.
This is the sum total.
Beans. Oh, we mustn't give up our beans. Well, if you feel we must. Son, beans will bring you food.
Beans in exchange for my cow?
Well, these are no ordinary beans, son. These beans carry magic.
Oh, magic? Well, what kind of magic?
Tell him.
Magic that, defies description.
My mother would...
You'll be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans!
How many beans?
6.
Well, 5. We can't part with all of them. We must save one for ourselves. Besides, I'd say these beans are worth a pound each at the very least.
Could I buy my cow back someday?
Possibly. Good luck there, young lad.
Guess he says goodbye, old cow. You did a perfect friend. I hate to see us part, old pal. Someday I'll buy you back. I'll see you soon again. I hope that when I do, it won't be on a plate.
Take the cow and go home.
I was trying to be helpful.
5 beans. We have no reason to believe their magic. Are we to dispel this curse through deceit?
No one would have given him more for this creature. Besides, we did them a favor. At least they'll have some food.
5 beans?
If you know what you want, then you go and you find it and you get it.
Home.
Do we want a child or not? And you give and you take and you bid and you bargain, or you live to regret
Will
it.
you please go home?
There are rights and wrongs and in betweens. No one waits when fortune intervenes. And maybe they're really magic. Who knows? Why would you what you do? That's the point. All the rest of it is chatter.
Look at her, she's crying.
When you do this, you're working in 10 tickets, man. 10 is just a little. Then does it matter?
Yes.
No, what matters is that everyone tells tiny lies. What's important really is the size.
What?
Only if we will try, so we'll have our prize. When the end's in sight, you'll realize if the end is right, it justifies the beans.
Take the cow and go home. I will continue this in my own fashion.
And so, the baker continued his search for the cake as red as blood. As for Rapunzel, the witch was careful not to lose this beauty to the outside world, and so locked her in a tower that had no doors, deep within the forest.
Children are a blessing. Know where they are. guessing. So be sure you don't leave any doors ajar. Make a little world for love. It's big enough for me. Perfect for love. It's all it needs to be. Perfect.
Brushing my hair, combing my hair, only my mother and me and my hair. Our little world is perfect if she just didn't do.
Rapunzel! Rapunzel! Let down your hair for me! Rapunzel! Rapunzel! Look at her complexion, so untouched by the sun. Children need protection just the way they need affection. For they wander and they wander and they run from your little world, our little world.
All I have to see.
Perfect! Our little world is everything a world ought to be. Perfect, perfect.
Washing my hair,
Tending her hair.
drying my hair, unhair my hair, writing and minding my
Something we can share.
Our little world is perfect, or at least so she claims.
Nothing to change.
If she only would cut her
Is
nails,
she like the others?
didn't have those pointy teeth.
Nothing to divert her or disconcert her. Nothing said that possibly hurt her.
Our little world is perfect, more than that for me.
Our little world,
Growing my hair,
braiding her hair.
what do I care what they're doing out there?
If what was growing was only her hair and not her, that I prefer, nevertheless. Our little world is perfect. Our little world is perfect. Delicious. Fulfilling, exclusive, unchanging, exemplary.
Rapunzel! Rapunzel! What a strange name. Strange, but beautiful, and fit for a prince. Tomorrow, before that horrible witch arrives, I will stand before her tower and ask her to let down her hair to me.
Hello there, little one.
Hello.
You saved some of those sweets for Granny.
I ate all the sweets and half the loaf of bread.
Where did you get this beautiful cape? I so admire it.
My granny made it for me.
Is that right?
Mhm.
I would love a red cloak like that.
You look pretty foolish.
May I take a look at it?
Oh, I don't like to be without my cape. Please give it
But
back.
I want it badly.
Please give it back.
Forget the little girl and get your cape.
Ah!
I just want to make sure you really loved this cape. Now, you go on to your granny's and you make sure no wolf comes your way.
Oh, I'd rather a wolf than you any day.
If you know what you want, then you go. When you find it, then you take it. Do I want a child or not? It's a cloak. What's a cloak? It's a joke. It's a stupid little cloak. And a cloak is what you make it. So you take it. Things are only what you need them for. What's important is who needs them more.
And so the maker, with newfound determination, went after the red cape. As for the little
better to hear you with, my dear.
Oh, grandmother, and what big eyes you have.
All the better to see you with, my dear.
Oh, grandmother, and what big hands you have.
All the better to hug you with, my dear.
Oh, grandmother, and what a big, wet, terrible mouth you have.
All the better to eat you with.
And scarcely had the wolf said this, there with a single bound, he was devouring the little girl. Well, it was a full day of eating for both. And with his appetite appeased, the wolf took to bed for a nice, long nap.
My, that grandmother has a mighty snore. Where's the little one? Eating, no doubt. Or eaten? Grandmother? Ha! It's that piece of cloth in the corner of your mouth. It looks like part of the... I'll get the cape from within your stomach!
Oh, my! What a fright! Oh! It was so dark and dank inside of that wolf.
Kill the devil! Take that knife and cut his evil head off! Let's see the demon sliced into 1,000 bits! Better yet, let the animal die a painful, agonizing, hideous death!
Pretty!
Quiet, child! This evil must be destroyed! Oh, fetch me some great stones. We'll fill his belly with them, and then we'll watch you try to run away!
Well, I'll leave you to your task.
Don't you understand?
No, you keep them.
What kind of hunter are you?
I'm a baker. God.
Mother said straight ahead, not to delay or be misled. I should have heeded her advice, but he seemed so nice. And he showed me things, many beautiful things that I hadn't thought to explore. They were off my path, so I never had cared. I've been so careful, I never had dared. And he made me feel excited, well, excited and scared. When he said, come in, with that sickening grin, how could I know what was in store? Once his teeth were bared, though I really got scared, well, excited and scared. But he drew me close, and he swallowed me down a dark, slimy path, where my secrets that I never wanted to know, and when everything familiar seemed to disappear forever, at the end of the path was Granny once again. So we waited in the dark until someone set us free, and we're brought into the light, and we're back at the start. And I know things now, many valuable things that I hadn't known before. Do not put your faith in a cape and a hood. They will not protect you the way that they should. And take extra care with strangers, even flowers have their dangers. And though scary is exciting, nice is different than good. Now I know, don't be scared. Granny is right, just be prepared. Isn't it nice to know a lot? And a little bit not. Mr. Baker, you saved our lives. Here.
Are you certain?
Yes, perhaps Granny will make me one
the lucky one. Whatever are you doing in the woods at this hour?
Has a beautiful young woman in a ball gown passed through?
I don't think so, sir.
I think I see her over there.
I've never lied to royalty before. Never anything to royalty before.
Thank you.
If a prince were looking for me, I certainly wouldn't hide.
But what brings you here and with a cow?
Oh, my husband's in the woods somewhere. He's undoing a spell.
Oh, well,
But the prince, what was he like?
oh, he's a very nice prince. And it's a very nice ball. And when I entered, they trumpeted.
And the prince.
Oh, the prince, well, he's tall, that all.
Did you dance? Is he charming? They say that he's charming.
He did nothing but dance.
Yes. And
And it made a nice change.
Oh, the prince.
Oh, the prince.
Yes, the prince.
He has charm for a prince, I guess.
Yes.
I don't meet a wide range.
Did she bow? Was he cold and polite?
And it's all very strange.
Did you speak? Did he flirt? Could you tell right away he was royalty?
Is he sensitive, clever, well-mannered, considerate, passionate, charming, as kind as he's handsome, as wise as he's rich? Is he everything you've ever wanted? But how can you know what you want till you get what you want and you see if you like it? I know it. What I want most of all is to know what I want.
And how there's the prophet wishing.
He's a very nice prince.
Are you to return to the festival tomorrow eve?
Oh, perhaps.
Perhaps. Oh, to be pursued by a prince. All that pursues me is tomorrow's bread. What I wouldn't give to be in your shoes.
Would you look over there? An enormous vine growing next to that little cottage.
I need slippers.
Why, it looks like a giant beanstalk rising up into the sky.
I was pure as
Oh,
gold.
no, it must be whole.
Wait! I need your shoe. Hey! No, come back.
One midnight gone!
No, not on time itself.
Sometimes the things you most wish for are not to be touched.
The harder to get, the better to have. Agreed? Agreed.
Never wear mauve in a ball.
Or pink. Or open your mouth.
The difference between a cow and a Venus and bean can begin an adventure.
Slavic spoons don't hold much soup.
The prettier the flower, the farther from the path.
Closer to the family and closer to the mind.
One midnight gone.
The mouth of a wolf's not the end of the world.
It's not just a dog, Prince.
Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor.
You may know what you need, but to get what you want, better see that you keep what you have.
One midnight gone!
Sometimes the things you
The
must
harder to get, the better to have.
Into the woods, into the woods, into the woods and out of the woods and home before.
There are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible giants in the sky. When you're ready to pot, you look below the world you've left and please you know that no more than a glance is enough to show you just how small you are. When you're way up high, you're on your own in a world like none that you've ever known, where the sky is lively and the stone you're free to do whatever pleases big, tall, terrible lady giant sweeping the floor. And she gives you food and she gives you rest, and she draws you close to her giant breast, and you know things now that you never knew before. Not till the sky. We just made a friend and all you know she's big, but you don't feel small. Someone bigger than her comes along the hall to swallow you for lunch. Your heart is light and your stomach's stone, and you're really scared being all alone. And it's sad that you long for the things you've known in the world. You laugh at the loot you own. The fun is done. You steal what you can and run. And you scramble down and you look for alone in the world. You know you didn't know you could. There are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible, awesome, scary, wonderful giants in the sky. Good fortune, sir. I have your 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces?
I had more, but my mother made me surrender them. She'll have me these 5 to do with as I please.
Oh my.
Now, where's Milky Way?
Milky Way is at home with my wife.
Well, let's go find her.
Wait, I don't know what I wish to sell.
But you said I might buy her back.
Well, I know, but I'm not sure that 5 gold
Are you
pieces.
saying that you wish for more money?
Well, more money is always good.
Okay, keep this. I'll go fetch more.
But wait, I didn't say. 5 gold pieces. With this money, I could buy baking supplies for a year. I could buy a new thatched roof and a new chimney.
But could you buy yourself a child?
Who are you?
When first I appear, I seem delirious. But when explaining I have nothing serious, could you buy yourself a child?
I don't understand.
How badly do you want a child? 5 gold pieces? 10? 20?
I've not got to put a price on it.
Exactly! You've not thought of other things, have you, son?
Give me back the money, it's not yours.
Sergeant Jacks, the money is not what's important. What's important is that you wish
Good.
you'll be honored!
God! Come back here! Give me back the... Damn! Ah! What are you doing here now?
Oh, I see you've the cape.
Yes, I have the cape. Only 2 left to locate.
3.
2. I've got the cape and the cow.
You've the cape.
What have you done with the cow?
Oh, she ran away. I never reached home. I've been looking for her all night.
Should have known better than to entrusted her to you.
Well, she might just as easily have run from you.
But she didn't.
Well, she might have.
But she didn't.
Well, she might have.
Cows! The cow is gone! Get it back! Get it back!
We were just about to do that. Here, I can give you this.
Don't give me that fool!
Whoa.
Have you no sense?
Lovely.
She's very gifted.
Before the 3rd midnight, deliver the items or you'll wish you never thought to have a child!
I don't like that woman.
I'm sorry I lost the cow.
I shouldn't have yelled. Please, go back to the village. I will make things right, and then we can just go about our life. No more hunting about in the woods for strange objects, no more witches, no more dim-witted boys or hungry little girls. No, go.
Ah, here you are, good brother. Father and I wondered where you'd gone.
I've been searching all night for her. Her, the beautiful one I danced the evening with.
Where did she go?
Disappeared like the fine morning mist.
She was lovely.
The loveliest.
I'm not certain of that, I must admit.
I too have found a lovely maiden. She lives here, in the woods.
The woods.
Yes, at the top of a tall tower with no door or stairs.
Where?
2 leagues from here, due east, just beyond the mossy hill.
And how do you manage a visit?
I stand before her tower and say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. And she lowers the longest, most beautiful head of hair, yellow as corn. Then I climb to her.
Rapunzel? Oh, Rapunzel! What kind of name is that? You jest. I've never heard of such a thing.
I speak the truth. She's as true as your maiden. A maiden, running from a prince. None would run from us.
Yet, one has. Did I abuse her or show her disdain? Why does she run from me? If I should lose her, how shall I regain the heart she has won from me? Agony beyond power of speech, when the one thing you want is the only thing out of your reach.
High in her tower, she sits by the hour, maintaining her hair. I think becoming, frequently humming her light-hearted air. Agony, far more painful than yours, when you know she would go with you, if there only were doors. Agony, all the torture they teach, once as intriguing,
Or half so fatiguing
as what's out of reach.
Am I not sensitive, clever, well-mannered, considerate, passionate, charming, as kind as I'm handsome and heir to a throne?
You are everything maidens could wish for.
Then why no?
I know
The girl must be mad.
you know nothing of the madness till you're climbing her hair and you see her up there as you're nearing her, all the while hearing her.
Agony, misery,
Oh, it's different for each.
always 10 steps behind,
Always 10 feet below,
and she's just out of reach. Agony
that can cut like a knife. I must have her to
Two princes, each more handsome than the other. No, the hair. Oh, excuse me, young woman. Have you encountered a boy with carrot-top hair and a sunny, though occasionally vague disposition, answering to the name of Jack?
Not the one partial to a white cow.
He's the one.
Have you seen the cow?
No, and I don't care to ever again. Children can be very queer about their animals. You be careful with your children.
I have no children.
Oh, that's okay too.
Yes, well, I haven't seen your son today.
Well, I hope he didn't go up that beanstalk again. Quit while you're ahead, I say. Oh, Jack! Jack!
Moo! Looking for your cow?
Where did you find her? Hello?
What are you doing?
I am here to make amends.
Stay out of this, old man.
I am here to make certain your wish be granted.
You've caused enough trouble. Keep out of my path. Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. Is that you, my prince? Excuse me for this. Ouch!
It's these slippers. They're not suited for these surroundings. Actually, they're not much suited for dancing either.
I'd say these slippers were as pure as gold,
Oh yes, they're all you could wish for in beauty.
but I wouldn't give for just one.
But one is not likely to do you much good.
It was a ball just as wonderful as last evening.
Oh, it's still a nice ball.
Yes. And
And they have far too much food.
no, the prince.
Oh, the prince.
The prince.
If he knew who I really was.
Who?
I'm afraid I was rude.
Oh, how?
Now I'm being pursued.
Yes,
And I'm not in the mood.
we must have really taken a liking to you.
I've no experience with princes and castles and
Oh,
gowns.
nonsense. Every girl dreams of Rothschild's ghosts in you.
Yes, there she is. Whoa.
I must go.
Whoa.
And I must have your
Oh, stop that!
I need to take a leak.
And I needed to get out of here! Ah!
Where did she go?
Don't play the fool, woman.
Yes, the lovely woman in the ball gown. She went in that direction. I was trying to hold her here for you.
I can capture my own damsel, thank you.
Where did he go? Who?
The prince, of course.
Yes, that direction. We never reach him.
Well, we would have if that mongrel with the cow hadn't molested us.
How?
Please, let me just compare this color with that of your own.
He wants to compare our hair to corn! Over there!
I thought you were returning home. I've had no luck.
You think how?
Yes, but only 2 of the 4.
3,
2.
3. Compare this to your corn.
Where did you find it?
I pulled it from a maiden in a tower.
3.
Oh, and I almost had the 4th, but she got away.
We've 1 entire day left. Surely we can locate the slipper by then.
We? You mean you'll allow me to stay?
Well, perhaps it will take 2 of us to have this child.
You've changed. You're daring. You're different in the woods. You're sure. You're sharing. You're getting us to the woods. If you could see, you're not the man who started, and much more open-hearted than I knew you to be.
It takes 2. I fun you can do when there's two of you. If I dare, it's because I'm becoming aware of us. There's a pair of us each accepting a share of what's there. We've changed, we're strangers. I'm meeting you in the woods. Who minds what dangers? I know we'll get past the woods. And once we're past, let's hope the changes last. Beyond woods, beyond witches and slippers and hoods. Just the two of us beyond lies. Safe at home with our beautiful prize. Just a few of us. It takes trust. It takes just a bit more and we're done. We want four, we had none. We've got three. We need one. It takes two.
Stop her! Stop that hang! Oh my milky white! And my pen. And the owners.
Oh, look at this head just dropped in my hand.
A golden egg? I've never seen a golden egg.
You see, I promised you more than the 5 gold pieces I gave you, sir.
5 gold pieces?
Now I'm taking my cow.
5 gold pieces?
No, I never said I would sell.
You took the 5 gold pieces.
You took 5 gold pieces.
I didn't take, you gave.
Where are the 5 gold pieces?
An old man came.
You said I could have my cow.
I didn't say you couldn't. I said you might.
You would take money before a child.
Milky White is dead! 2!
Midnight's gone! Wanting a ball is not wanting a prince.
Near may be better than far, but it still isn't
Better than far, but still isn't there.
Oh,
So dear.
So far.
not somebody else's child. 2 minutes gone. There you go.
So dear.
Your own caprice.
So far.
The greatest prize can often lie at the end of the glorious path.
2 minutes gone, 2 minutes gone.
2 midnights gone, and the exhausted baker and his wife buried the dead Milky White.
We'll have to go back to the village in search of another cow.
And what do you propose I use to purchase this cow?
Here. Tell them it's magic.
No one with a brain larger than this is going to exchange a cow for a bean.
Well, then steal it.
Steal it? Just 2 days ago you were accusing me of exercising deceit in securing the cow.
Well, then don't steal it and resign yourself to a childless life.
I feel it best that you go for the cow, as I have met ladies with golden slipper in previous deeds, and I think I might succeed in winning one of her shoes.
Fine.
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 Fine!
That is simply fine!
Unfortunately for Rapunzel, the witch learned of her affections for the prince before he could spirit her away.
What did I clearly say? Children should listen. No, please. What were you not to do? Children must see and learn. Why would you not obey? Children should listen. What have I been to you? What would you have me be? Handsome like a prince. But I am old, I am ugly, I embarrass you. Yes, you are ashamed of me. No, you are ashamed. lie. Why didn't you tell me you had a visitor? I will not share you, but I will show you a world you've never seen!
When is a white cow not a white cow?
I don't know. Leave me alone.
Haven't I left you alone long enough?
Your questions make no sense, old man. Go away.
In need of another cow?
What a beautiful cake.
Stay away from my cake or I'll cut you into 1,000 bits!
I don't want it. I was just admiring it.
My granny made it for me, out of the skin of a wolf that attacked us. She even let me skin the animal, and best of all, she gave me this knife for protection.
Oh, yeah? Well, look what I have. A hen that was golden eggs.
I don't believe that that egg came from that hen. Where did you get that egg?
I stole it from the kingdom of the giant. Up there. Well, if you think that's something, you should see the golden heart the giant has. It plays the most beautiful tunes without you even having to touch it.
Oh, of course it does. Why don't you go up to that kingdom and bring it back down and show me?
Well, I could.
You could not.
I could.
You could not, Mr. Liar.
I am not a liar. I'll get that harp. You'll see.
Having cast out Rapunzel to a remote desert, the witch returned to surprise her prince. And as he leapt from the tower, the thorns into which he fell pierced his eyes and blinded him. As for Cinderella, she returned from her final visit to the festival.
He's a very smart prince. He's a prince who prepares, knowing this time I'd run from him. He spread a pitch on the stairs. I was caught unawares, and I thought, well, he cares. This is more than just malice. Better stop and take stock while you're standing here stuck on the steps of the palace. You think, what do you want? You think, make a decision. Why not stay and be caught? You think, well, that's a thought. What would be his response? But then what if he knew who you were when you know that you're not what he thinks that he wants? And then what if you are what a prince would envision? Although how can you know who you are till you know what you want, what you don't? So then which do you pick? Where you're safe out of sight in yourself, but where everything's wrong? Or where everything's right and you know that you'll never belong? And whichever you pick, do it quick, 'cause you're starting to stick to the steps of the palace. It's your first big decision. The choice isn't easy to make. To arrive at a goal is exciting and all. Once you're there, though, it's scary. And it's fun to deceive when you know you can leave, but you have to be wary. There's a lot that's at stake, but you've stalled long enough, 'cause you're still standing stuck in this stuff on the steps. Better run along home and avoid a collision. Even though they don't care, you'd be better off there where there's nothing to choose, so there's nothing to lose. So you pry up your shoes and then out of the blue, and without any guide, you know what your decision is, which is not to decide. You'll just leave him a clue. For example, a shoe. And then see what he'll do. Now it's he and not you who is stuck with a shoe in a stew, in the goo. And you learn something too.
And I've learned something too.
You never knew
And I've learned something too.
that I never knew before.
In the land of the giant.
answer to me. Please just hear me out.
Oh, we have nothing to discuss. You have attacked me once before.
I didn't attack you. I attacked your shoe. I need it. Here is a magic bean in exchange for it.
Magic bean. Nonsense.
Don't do that.
I've already given up one shoe this evening, and my feet cannot bear to give up another.
I need that shoe to have a baby.
That makes no sense.
Well, does it make sense that you're running from a prince?
Stop!
Oh, no.
Here, take my shoes. You'll run faster.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
Who was that woman?
No, sir.
Lying will cost you your life.
I've done nothing.
That's the cow!
Wait, the slipper! The whittle!
I will take this to Paris. And we will search the kingdom tomorrow for the maiden who will fit this shoe.
That is mine!
Give her the slipper, and all will come to us.
What was that noise?
Sire! Nothing, just a bolt of lightning in a far-off kingdom.
How dare you go off in search without me?
Apologies, sire. I just thought...
Enough of what you thought. I employed a clever ruse and had the entire staircase smeared with pitch. And there, when she ran down, remained the maiden slipper.
Brilliant!
I thought so. It did create quite a mess when the other guests left.
And, sire, I succeeded in obtaining the other slipper.
Give them the slipper, and all will come to a happy end.
Who are you, old man?
First I appear, I see diligence. Oh, shut up.
Do as he says. He's obviously a spirit of some sort, and we only need one.
Yes.
There's a dead giant in my backyard! I heard Jack coming down the beanstalk, calling for his axe, and when he reached the bottom, he took it and began hacking down the stalk. Suddenly, with a crash, the beanstalk fell, but there was no Jack. For all I know, he's been crushed by the
Worrying will do you no good. If he's safe, then he's safe. If he's been crushed, well, there's nothing any of us can do about that now, is there? Well, we must be off. I need my rest before tomorrow's search is to commence.
Doesn't anyone care that a giant has fallen from the sky?
He is dead, is he not?
With such a fight, I would suppose.
The third midnight is here. Have you all got your slipper hair?
Cape Cow!
Well, that cow doesn't look as white as milk to me.
Oh, she is.
Oh, this cow has been covered with flour.
Well, we did have a cow as white as milk, honestly, we did.
Oh, where is she? She's dead.
We thought you'd prefer a live cow.
Of course I prefer a live cow, so bring the dead cow to me and I'll bring it back to life.
You can do that?
Now!
Oh, there you are. I was worried sick.
Mother, look. The most beautiful harp.
Oh, you've stolen too much. You could have been killed coming down that plant.
She's too heavy!
What's happening? Oh, my milky white. Oh, now I have two friends, a cow and a harp.
Quiet! Feed the objects to the cow.
That's what?
You heard me. Feed them to the cow.
Squeeze, pal.
Wrong ingredients. Forget about having a child.
You wait just a second. We followed your instructions. 1, that cow was as white as milk, correct?
Yes.
2, the cake was certainly as red as blood.
Yes.
And 3, the slipper.
Yes.
4, I prepared the hair with the zero corn.
I pulled that hair from a babe in the tower.
What? What were you doing there?
Nothing. I was just passing
I
by.
touched that hair. I can't even touch the ingredients. No.
The corn! The corn!
What?
The silky hair from the corn! Pull it from the air and feed it to the cow, quickly!
This had better work, old man, before the last stroke of midnight, or your son will be the last of your flesh and blood.
Please, not now!
Yes, it's your father.
Father, could that be you? I thought you died in a making accident.
I didn't want to leave you, son!
She's milking. I don't understand.
Now, the cow!
We're giving you what you wish.
We expected the child.
All is repaired.
He's dead.
And so the mysterious man died, having helped lift the curse on his house. For the baker, there would be no reunion with his father. And with his wife, bewildered, they returned home. As for the witch, who had been punished with age and ugliness, the night her beams had been stolen and the lightning flash, was restored to her former state of youth and beauty. And Milky White, after a night of severe indigestion, was reunited with the now wealthy Jack. As for the prince, he began his search for the footman with the golden slipper. When he came to Cinderella's house, Cinderella's stepmother took the slipper to Florinda's room.
Careful, my toe, darling, I know. What'll we do? We'll have to go, but when your husband needs it to ride, you'll never need to walk.
The girl obeyed, swallowing the pain, and joined the prince on his horse, riding off to become his bride.
Within the shoe, this one is not the bride that's true. Search for the foot that fits.
The prince returned the false bride and asked the other sister to try on the slipper.
Why won't it fit?
Darling, be still, cut off a bit of the heel and it will, and when your wife will accept a life, you'll never need to
The girl obeyed, swallowing the pain. But as she was hopped onto the back of the horse by the prince, he noticed blood trickling from the shoe. I'm sorry you had to see that.
Have you no other daughters?
To which the woman replied,
No, only a stunted little kitchen wench his late wife left behind. But she's much too dirty. She cannot show herself.
I insist.
and when Cinderella presented herself and tried on the blood-soaked slipper, it fit like a glove.
This is the true bride.
I always wanted a son.
Much to the bewilderment of the stepmother and her daughters, she joined the prince on his horse, riding off.
Nobody always in the shoe. This is the proper bride for you. Fit to attend a prince.
As for Rapunzel, she bore twins and lived impoverished in the desert until one day her prince, wandering aimlessly, heard a voice so familiar that he went towards it. Upon approaching her, Rapunzel, overjoyed, fell into his arms weeping. Two of her tears wetted his eyes, and their touch restored his vision.
I was going to come fetch you just as soon as you'd learned your lesson. Who are you? Surely you remember. Mother, this is who I truly am. Come with me, and we'll be as happy as we once were.
She will not go with you.
Let her speak for herself. Please, come with me, you and those beautiful babies. You are the only family I know. You leave me no choice.
As is often the case in tales such as this, the witch exchanged her youth and beauty for her power over others. When the wedding of the prince was celebrated, Lucinda and Florinda attended, hoping to win favor with Cinderella and share in her good fortune. But as they stood by the blessed couple, pigeons swooped down upon them and poked out their eyes, punishing them with groans.
I see our prince has found you. Yes. Thank you for the slipper.
I never thought I'd wed a prince.
I never thought I'd ever find you.
I never thought I could be so
happy.
And it came to pass that all that was wrong was set right, and the kingdom was filled with joy, and those who deserved to were certain to live a long and happy life. Ever after!
Ever after.
Journey's over, all is ended, and it's not just for today, but tomorrow, and extended ever after.
Ever after.
All the curses happy ended, the reverses wiped away, all the tenderness and laughter for forever after.
Happy now and happy ends and happy ever after.
We were frightened, but we did it.
We
did not. It's amazing that we did it.
They never lost their nerve.
Not a lot,
And we reached the right conclusions.
and we got what we deserve.
Not joy and not sorrow, tenderness and laughter. Joy today and bliss tomorrow and forever after.
I was vain, I was watching, smelled green, happy. It was fun, we were wine, and we went into the woods together, wishing I were really
That
blind.
was perfect. I had everything but beauty and power, and a daughter like a flower in a tower. Then I went into the woods to get my wish, and now I'm ordinary. I'm happy, I'm happy now, I'm happy, that's as well as ever after. Happy is a common sentiment worthy of our discontent to be happy, and forever you must see your wish come true.
Don't be careful, don't be clever. When you see your wish pursue, it's a dangerous endeavor, but the only thing to do.
Don't stick those stockings when you make those. Don't cough when you make those rolls. Don't stick those rustly stockings. Must those sparkling, must those headphones. Don't stick those rustly stockings. Must those sparkling, must those headphones. Must those headphones. Wish, but you can't just wish till we get your wish. You walk into the woods where nothing's near, where witches, ghosts, and wolves appear. Into the woods and through the fear, you have to take the journey. Into the woods and down the dell, you may perhaps, but who can tell?
Into the woods to lift the spell.
Into the woods to lose the moon.
Once upon a time, later,
I wish
in that same far-off kingdom,
more than anything.
lived the young princess, the lad chap,
I wish,
the baker and his family.
No, I wish more than anything, more than the moon.
I wish to sponsor a festival.
More than
I
life,
wish
The time has come for a festival.
more than riches,
School.
my kingdom up in the sky.
I wish we had
And despite some minor inconveniences, they were all quite content.
I never thought I'd wed a prince.
I never thought I'd find perfection.
I never thought I
Could be so happy.
Not an unhappy moment
I
since.
didn't think we'd be this rich. Conceivable objection. Thought we'd have a baby. Thought I could be so happy.
Happy now, happy hence, happy ever after. We're so happy, you're so happy. Just as long as you stay happy, we'll stay happy.
Not one round.
lots of pence.
with my cow.
Little gurgles. Darling, I must go now.
We should really sell it.
Where's the cheese port?
Wishes may bring problems such that you regret them. Better laugh though than to never get them. I'm going to be a perfect wife. I'm going to be a perfect mother.
A perfect
I'm going to see that he is so happy. I never thought I'd love my life. I would settle for another. Then to become a mother.
Then to be set for
That fortune smile. I'm so happy.
If only this cottage were a little larger.
I will expand our quarters in due time.
I expand when we can simply move to another cottage.
This is my father's house. That would be my son's.
You would raise your child alongside a witch?
Why does he always cry when I hold him?
Babies cry, he's fine. What do you mean hold him as if he's so fragile?
He wants his mother. Here.
I can't take care of him all the time.
I will look after him when he's older.
we had to go through thick and thin.
I never thought I'd be so much I hadn't been. I'm so happy.
Oh my goodness.
Are you all right?
I think so.
And the baby?
Yes, he's fine. Are you alright?
You. Have you done this to our house?
Always thinking of yourself. Look at my garden.
What of your garden?
Look!
Destroyed.
Well, what's happened?
It was thrown to the ground and I saw nothing.
Well, what could do such a thing?
An earthquake.
No earthquake. My garden has been trampled. Those are footprints. Who could do such a thing? Anything that leaves a footprint that large is no
Do you think it was a bear?
a bear. Bears are sweet. Besides, have you ever seen a bear with 40-foot feet?
A dragon.
Squish marks usually they're linked.
Magical.
Imaginary. They're extinct.
Giant.
Possible. Very, very possible.
A giant.
Maybe we should tell someone.
Yes.
Who are you going to tell?
The royal family, of course.
The royal family. I wouldn't trust that family to snuff out a rat. No, the giant will all have to go to battle. Oh, a giant's the worst. A giant has a brain. Hard to outwit a giant. A giant's just like us, only bigger. Much, much bigger. So big that we are just an expendable bug beneath its foot.
Boom!
Hurrah. We are moving.
And so the baker proceeded to the castle, but not before first visiting Jack and his mother.
Oh, look, Milky White, it's the butcher.
The baker.
Baker.
What can we do for you, sir?
I'm here to investigate the destruction that was wrought upon our house today.
Jack has been home with me all day.
The baker proceeded to tell Jack and his mother that he feared there might be a giant in the land.
Well, I can recognize the giant's footsteps. I can come to your house.
Oh, you
I
did
can
no such thing!
Let me out of it all would be great.
I'm sorry, but you get none from us. No one cared when there was a giant in my backyard. I don't remember you volunteering to come to my aid.
Well, the giant in your backyard is one thing, and a crushed home is quite another.
Listen, young man. Giants never strike the same house twice. I wouldn't.
I'm taking the news to the castle nonetheless.
And so when the baker arrived at the castle, it was the princess who received the news. The story unfolds.
Excuse me, madam. This small man insists on seeing you.
Princess, I've come to bring news of a giant in the land.
Where did you see a giant?
Well, I didn't exactly see it.
Then how do you know there is a giant in the land?
Because my home was destroyed and there are footprints.
That could have been caused by any number of things. Come along.
No, wait.
A house was visited by a giant not long ago, descending from a beanstalk.
Oh, yes, I remember.
That giant was slain. Let me show you to the door.
Wait, please! Princess, we have a young child. He was very difficult to come by. His safety is of great importance to me.
Are we quite through?
Yes.
I will take this news up with the prince when he returns. Thank you.
I'm going off to sell the harp, Jack.
But Mother, no!
Jack, listen to me. We don't want that harp around here, but there's a giant on the loose.
But I know how to kill a giant.
Oh, please, we have hunter fill of giants.
Mother, if I could just help.
Enough. Promise me, son, you won't leave your surroundings.
But Mother, I'm a man now.
You're still a little boy in your mother's eyes. I want you to promise. Promise!
I promise.
What happened to your house?
We had a baking accident.
Baking accident?
No use frightening the young thing.
Can't frighten her.
Well, I guess Franny will have to do without the bread and sweets for now. Besides, I have everything I can carry.
Oh, why such a load?
Oh, I'm moving in with Granny. We had an accident too. I came home to find our house collapsed, as if a great wind had blown through. And I couldn't find my mother anywhere.
No.
So I salvaged what I could and now I'm off.
Oh, good friend. What news have you? Oh, what of Mother's grave? Oh, what kind of trouble? Oh no, I can't go investigate. A princess is not supposed to go into the woods unescorted. Oh, good idea. I'll disguise myself and go to see what's wrong. Oh, thank you, birds.
We'll take you to Granny's.
What?
We're not letting you go by yourself.
All right, I will take you.
I don't need anyone to take me. I've been many times before.
Well, no one such winds have been blowing.
That's right. We'll all take you.
No!
I'm not about to stay here with the baby when a wind might return to this house as well.
I know Mother made me promise, but I'm gonna find that giant anyway.
Into the woods, it's always when you think you last your food, and into the woods you go again to take another journey.
Into the woods, the weather's clear. We've been before, we've not been here. Into the woods, away from here.
To the woods to find the giant.
To the woods to grandmother's house.
Into the woods, path straight, no reason then to hesitate.
Into the woods, it smells the lake. It's just another journey. Into the woods, but not too long. Disguise a
investigating news of a giant.
You! Investigating news of a giant. Father would not even do that. That is business for your steward, more or less.
Well, what brings you to the wood?
My Rapunzel is run off.
Run off.
She's a changed woman. She's subject to hysterical fits of crying, moods no soul could predict. I know not what to do.
Pity.
And Cinderella?
She remains well.
Does she? Now, brother, do tell what you're really doing here.
High in a tower like yours was but higher for beauty asleep. All round the tower a thicket of briar 100 feet deep. Agony, no frustration more keen than the one thing you want is a thing that you've not even seen.
I found a casket entirely of glass. No, it's unbreakable. Inside your basket, made of glass, just as unwakable.
What unmistakable agony is the way always barred.
She has skin white as snow.
Did you learn her name?
No, there's a dwarf standing guard.
Agony, such that princes must weep. Always enthralled most to anything, almost or something asleep. If it were not for the thicket,
A thicket's no trick, is it thick?
it's the thickest.
A quick is this thicket apart with a stick.
Yes, but even one cricket's my thing about blood.
Well, it's thick.
It's no sicker than your thing with dwarfs.
Dwarfs?
Dwarfs.
The dwarfs are very upsetting.
Not forgetting the tasks unachievable, mountains unscalable, limits conceivable, but unavailable. Agony, misery, woe not to know what you miss, while they lie there for years.
And you cry on their beards,
What unbearable bliss! Agony that can cut like a knife.
Ah, well, back to my room. Rapunzel, I must be off. Godspeed, good brother.
Godspeed.
And after hours of searching for Granny, our intrepid travelers had lost not only their way, but their patience as well.
Are you certain this is the right direction?
We went down the dell.
Maybe you forgot the way.
The path is straight.
The path was straight. Now there is no path.
Where's the stream? Where's the lily ponds? Where's Granny?
Calm down. Maybe we should turn back.
No!
We'll just have to find Granny's without the
The
path.
mother told me never to stray from the path.
No, the path is straight for you.
Wait, look! Over there in the distance, I see 3 oak trees.
Yes, I recognize them.
Who might that be?
It's the steward and the royal family. What brings you into the woods?
The castle has been set upon by a giant.
Oh no.
I warned you. Why didn't you do something?
I don't make policy, I just carry it out.
I warned you not to trust the royal family to solve their problems. I think it best we turn back to the village. I wouldn't be in such a rush if I were you. This which path the giant took to the castle? No. What? All that's left of my garden is a sack of beans, and there's not much left of your home either.
But I heard the giants never strike the same house twice.
You heard wrong.
That's nice.
Where is the man who killed my husband? There is no land here.
lost her glasses, was convinced she had found the lad. There was no consensus among them as to which course of action to take.
Put a spell on her. I no longer have my powers. If I did, do you think I'd be standing here with all of you? No, we'll have to give her someone else instead. Who? The steward. It's in his line of duty to sacrifice his life.
Ridiculous! I'm not sacrificing my life for anyone!
Don't take it personally.
I'm waiting!
You must understand these were not people used to making choices. Their previous experience in the woods had in no way prepared them to deal with a force this great.
Excuse me, but would you like a blind girl instead? How dare you? What about misery?
We're not that miserable.
What are you talking about?
She doesn't want a woman. Fine, then what do you suggest we do?
It is interesting to examine the moral issue in question. The finality in tales such as these dictates that. Sorry, I tell the story, I'm not part of it.
That's right.
Not one of us.
Always on the outside.
That's my role. There must always be someone on the outside.
You're going to be on the inside now!
Oh, you're making a mistake! You need an objective observer to pass the story along!
Some of us don't like the way you've been telling it.
If you drag me into this story, you'll never know how it ends! You'll leave me, you'll be lost!
Wait! He's trying to steal the one that knows the story!
You think it'd be fun to tell a story yourself? Think of your baby!
Oh, stop, he's right! Let him go.
Put that away.
It's better. You don't want to live in a world of chaos. You must always have an objective observer.
Here's the lad!
I'm not the lad!
This is not the land!
Please don't do
Oh!
Why did you throw him into her arms?
You wanted to get rid of him too?
Oh, we might have thought of something else.
But without him, how will we know what happens next?
We'll manage.
Must I search among you for the land?
Jack is just a boy. We had no food to eat, and he sold his beloved cow in exchange for magic beans. If anyone is to be punished, it is the man who made that exchange.
He was your responsibility. Now I must punish him for his wrongs.
We suffer too. Do you think it was a picnic disposing of your husband's remains?
You are getting me angry.
What about our anger? What about our loss? Who's been flouncing through our kingdom? I my son, and you'll never make him. We will never find him. And if you don't go back and think you will get to know all that you've done, will you?
Where is your son? Is that him?
No, this is not the boy. Stay here.
The boy is hiding in the steeple tower!
If he is not, I will return and find you.
Rapunzel!
Where are you going?
We're off to a hidden kingdom.
We can't take everyone. Fools! There's nowhere you can hide.
You'll never get there. We all have to stay here and work through this together.
Some people are cut out to battle giants. Others are not. I don't have the constitution, and as long as I can be of no help, I'm going to hide. Everything will work out fine in the end.
Not always.
I hope the giant steps on all of them.
You shouldn't say that. You were thinking the same thing.
This is terrible. We just saw 3 people die.
Since when are you so squeamish? How many wolves have you carved up?
A wolf is not the same.
Ask the wolf's mother!
Stop it!
We need to get the boy and take him to the giant.
If we give him to the giant, then she'll kill him
And if
too.
we don't, she'll kill half the kingdom!
One step at a time. Maybe if he apologizes and makes amends.
Yes, returns the stolen
Oh,
goods.
she's a sweet boy at heart. She'll see that.
Oh, you people are so blind! It's because of that lad that there's a giant in our land. Will you continue talking about the problem? I'll find the boy and serve him to the giant for lunch!
Are we gonna let her feed him to the giant?
No,
No, I'll have to find him first.
I'll go too.
No, we stay with the baby.
We'll fan out. It will increase our chances of finding him.
But what if one of us gets lost?
We'll count our footsteps from right here.
Oh, no. You stay here with the baby. I don't want you wandering around the woods.
You would leave our baby with her?
Yes, the child's asleep. He'll be safe with the girl.
But what if the giant returns here?
The giant will not harm them, I know.
But how do you know?
I know.
But what if?
Oh, but what if? But what if? Will only a giant's foot stop your arguing.
100 paces. Go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Do you two always argue like that?
No, not always.
Seems like you do.
There's nothing wrong with having an argument.
Oh, I see.
Milky!
It's him.
Jack!
Jack!
Stay here with the baby.
But I want to come
No,
too.
you'll be safer here.
Don't go far, please.
I'm only going 100 paces. If I don't find the boy, I'll come right back. 1, 2, 3.
Jack!
Hello, sir.
Hello.
You must be here to slay the giant.
Yes.
Have you come upon the giant yet?
No.
Oh, I have.
You have.
Yes.
And why are you alone in the wood?
Oh, I came with my husband. We were... It's a long story.
He would let you roam alone in the wood.
No, actually, that's my choice. I'm looking for the lad.
Your choice.
Yes.
How brave. Yes. Anything can happen in the woods. May I kiss you? Any moment we could be crushed. Don't feel rushed.
This is ridiculous. What am I doing here? I'm in the wrong story.
Please, sir. We can't do this. You have a princess.
Well, yes I do.
And I have a... baker.
Of course, you're right. How foolish. Foolishness can happen in the woods. Once again, please. Let your hesitations be hushed. Any moment, big or small, is a moment. After all, seize the moment. Skies may fall any moment.
But this is not right.
Right and wrong don't matter in the woods. Only feelings, let us meet the moment unblushed. Life is often so unpleasant. You must A1, A2, A3, A4. What's wrong, ma'am? May I be of some service?
The tree has fallen. A mother's grave destroyed.
I'm so sorry.
My wishes have just been crushed.
Don't say that.
Oh, it's true. You wouldn't understand.
Well, you can't stay here. There's a giant on the loose.
Oh, I'm sure the prince will see to it that the giant is rid from our land.
There's been no sign of the prince. No doubt he's off seducing some young maiden somewhere. Well, I understand that's what princes do.
Not all princes.
You look just like the princess, but dirty. Oh, you are the princess.
Oh, please, get up, get up. I'm not a princess here.
What are you going to do?
I must be on my way back to the castle.
You haven't heard. We came upon the royal family. The castle's been set upon by the giant.
And the prince?
He was not with them. You must come with me. You will be safe in our company. I must leave you.
Why?
The giant.
Oh, yes, the giant. Oh, I'd almost forgotten. Will we find each other in the woods again?
This was just a moment in the woods, shimmering and lovely and sad. Leave the moment, just be glad for the moment that we had. Every moment is a moment when you're in the woods. Now I must go off to slay a giant. That is what the next moment holds for me. I shall not forget you. How brave you are to be alone in these woods. And how alive you've made me feel.
What was that?
Was that me? Was that him? Did a prince really kiss me? And kiss me, and kiss me? And did I kiss him back? Was it wrong? Am I mad? Is that all? Does he miss me? Was he suddenly getting bored with me? Wake up, stop dreaming, stop prancing about the woods. It's not beseeming, what is it about the woods? Back to life, back to sense, back to child, back to husband, you can't live in the woods. There are vows, there are ties, there are needs, there are standards, there are shoulds and shows. Why not both instead? There's the answer if you're clever. Have a child for warmth and a baker for Now I understand, and it's time to leave the wards. 7, 6, 5, of course. 80, 79, 78, 77, 76, 75.
She should be back by now.
She said she would only go 100 paces.
I'm sure she was
No, I better look for her. Which direction did she go?
Ow! Ow!
I found.
Please don't let her give me to the giant.
It's not our fault the giant wants you.
You're hurting me.
I told
Leave
him.
him alone.
Where did you find this? Where is my wife?
She's dead.
What?
I'm sorry, sir. I came upon her. She was under a tree.
He was sobbing over her like she was his own mother.
How awful.
How did this happen?
I buried her in a footprint.
What was I thinking? I should have just stayed with her.
Remorse will get you nowhere.
My wife is dead!
Wake up! People are dying all around you. You are not the only one to suffer a loss. When you're dead, you're dead. Now we're gonna get this boy to the giant before we're all so much dead heat.
No!
This is no time to be soft-hearted. He is going to the giant and I am taking him.
Yes, he's the one to blame. It's because of you there's a giant in our midst and my wife is dead.
Is it my fault I was given those beans and persuaded me to trade away my cow for beans, and without those beans there have been no stock taken up to the giants in the first place?
Wait a minute, magic beans were so old that you had to tell a lie to tell it which you sold. When you go with less beans when they were sold, one tell us who persuaded you to steal that gold.
So it's your fault.
No!
Your fault.
No!
Yes, it is.
It's not, it's true. Wait a minute, though, I only stole the gold to get my cow back from you.
So it's your fault.
Yes!
No, it isn't. I kept those beans when our house was cursed. She made us get a cow to get the curse reversed.
His father's fault was a curse not placed in the place not cursed in the first
Oh,
place.
look, then it's his fault.
So it was his fault.
No.
Yes, it is. It's his.
Yes.
Wait a minute, though I chop yellow beanstalk, right, that's clear, but without any beanstalk, then what's clear is how did the second giant get down here from the first place, second place?
Yes. How?
Well, had the other bean,
The other bean.
talking to the other bean.
Yes, it is.
So it's your
No, it
fault.
isn't because I gave it to my wife.
Then it's her fault.
No, it isn't.
Then whose is it?
Wait a minute, she exchanged that bean to obtain your shoes, so the one who knows what happened to the bean is you.
No. But I didn't do it. So it's your fault.
See, it's her fault, and it isn't mine at all.
What?
Well, if you hadn't gone back up again.
Your fault!
It's the last midnight. It's the last wish. It's the last midnight. Soon it will be boom squish. Told a little lie, stole a little gold, wrote a little vow. Did you? Had to get your prince, had to get your cow, had to get your wish. Doesn't matter how, anyway, it doesn't matter now. It's the last midnight. It's the boom splat. Nothing but a vast midnight. Everybody's smashed flat. Nothing we can do. Not exactly true. We can always give her the boy. No, of course, admitting that is to blame. Someone you can't blame. Fine, if that's something you enjoy, place you with the blame. If that's the aim, give me the blame. Just give me the boy.
No.
No. You're so nice. You're not good, you're not bad, you're just nice. I'm not good, I'm not nice, I'm just right. I'm the witch, you're the world. I'm the hitch, I'm what no one believes. I'm the witch, you're
shouldn't have stolen from the giant.
Maybe I shouldn't have strayed from the path. Maybe I shouldn't have attended the ball.
Yes. Maybe you shouldn't have.
Where are you going?
Away from here.
But you said that we had to get through this together.
It doesn't matter if we're together or apart.
But we need your help.
You don't understand. I depended on my wife for everything. She was the one who helped.
But you would leave your child?
My child would be happier in the arms of a princess.
But wait. All right. Come on. Jack?
I thought you died.
Not completely. Are we ever?
As far as I'm concerned, you are.
Is that the truth?
It's because of you that all of this has happened.
I strayed into the garden to bring your mother a gift. I foolishly took some of those beans for myself. How was I to know? How are we ever to know? And when she died, I ran from my guilt. Now, aren't you making me say mistake?
No!
Aren't you running away?
No more questions. Please. No more tests. Comes the day you say what for. Please. No more.
Disappoint, disappear, die when we don't.
What?
Disappoint, turn I fear, forgive though they won't.
No more riddles. No more jests. No more curses you can't undo. Left by fathers you never knew. No more quests. No more feelings. It's time to shut the door. Just no more.
Running away, let's do it. Free from the ties that bind. No more despair or burdens to bear out there in the yonder. Running away, go to it. Where did you have in mind? Have to take care, unless there's a where. You'll only be wandering blind. Just more questions, different kind. Where are we to go? Where are we ever to go? Running away, go to it. Why sit around, resigned? Trouble is, son, the farther you run, the more you feel undefined. For what you have left undone, and more, what you've left behind. Disappoint, we leave a mess, we die, but we don't.
Disappoint, turn, I guess, and though we won't. we just pursue our lives with our children and our wives till that happier day arrives? How do you ignore all witches, all the curses, all the woes, all the lies, the false hopes, the goodbyes, the reverses, all the wondering what, even worse, is still in store? All the children, all the giants, no more.
Oh, I knew you wouldn't give up.
He wouldn't leave his baby.
It looked like he was going to.
Give me my son. He always cries when I hold him.
Now what are we to do?
We have to come up with a plan before the giant returns.
What?
We all have to think.
There was just some way we could surprise her.
She's too tall to surprise. Oh, good friends. I need your help now more than ever. What of the prince? I don't care. What's important now is that we find a way to fell the giant. How can you help? You could do that? Oh, how can I ever thank you? Oh, you can talk to birds? The birds will help.
How?
But when the giant returns, they'll attack her and peck her eyes out until she's blind.
What good will that do?
Well, then you can surprise her or strike her, whatever you do to kill a giant.
When she's blinded, she'll stagger about.
Get angry.
And then she'll crush us all. Oh, smear the ground with pitch. We'll lure her to an area smeared with pitch, and her shoes will stick. She won't be able to move.
And I will strike her from behind.
But how will you strike her and lure her where?
Yes, where?
Tower.
What tower?
Over there between those two trees, an old tower.
Yes, send her to the tower.
Yes!
All right, we have to try something. Quick, it'll be dark soon.
I'm excited.
Come on.
Oh, there's that little one. I know you want your mother.
Hello.
The giant went in that direction.
My darling, I didn't recognize you. What are you doing in those old clothes and with a child? You must get back to the castle at once. There's a giant on the loose.
The giant has been to the castle.
No. Are you all right? My love, why are you being so cold?
Maybe because I'm not your only love, am I?
I love you. I do. But yes, it's true.
Why, if you loved me, would you have strayed?
I thought if you were mine that I would never wish for more. And part of me is content and as happy as I've ever been. Yet, there remains a part that continually needs more.
I have on occasion wanted more, but that doesn't mean I went in search of it. If this is how you behave as a prince, what kind of king will you be?
I was raised to be charming, not sincere. I didn't ask to be born a king. I'm not perfect. I'm only human.
I think you should go.
But I do love you.
Consider that I've been lost, a victim of the giant.
Is that what you really wish?
My father's house was a nightmare. Yours was a dream. Now I want something in between. Please go.
I shall always love the maiden that ran away.
And I, a far-off prince. They're all show forgiveness? Mother would be very unhappy with these circumstances.
Mother cannot guide you. Now you are old. Only me beside you. Still you're not alone. No one is alone. Truly, no one is alone. Sometimes people leave you halfway through the wood. Others may deceive you. You decide what's good. You decide alone. But no one is alone. I wish I know.
Oh, wait until my mother hears I've slain the giant.
Oh, Jack. Your mother is dead.
Then, what she feel about the giant?
She was arguing with the giant, trying to protect you, and she was struck a deadly blow by the Princess Stuart.
No, why would he do that?
He was afraid that she was provoking the giant.
You want to bring her back?
No one.
That Stuart will pay for this. After we slay the giant, I will slay him.
You will do nothing of the kind.
But he shouldn't have killed my mother, right?
No, I guess not.
Then he must die.
Well, no.
Why not?
Because that would be wrong.
What he did was wrong. He should be
It
punished.
will be somehow.
How?
I don't know how. Stop asking me questions I can't answer.
I am going to kill
Well,
him.
then kill him. No. No. Don't kill him.
Mother isn't here now.
Things, right things.
Knows what you'd say.
Who can say what's true?
Nothing's quite so clear now.
Things, fight things.
You've lost your way.
You decide, but
But
you are
not
alone.
alone. Believe me, no one is alone.
No one is alone, believe me.
Truly, you
Move
move
just a
a
finger. Say the slightest word. Something's bound to linger. Be heard. No one acts alone. Careful, no one is alone. People make mistakes. Fathers, people make mistakes. Holding to their own. Thinking they're alone.
Honor their mistakes.
Their mistakes.
Everybody makes
One another's terrible
mistakes.
mistakes. Witches can be right. Giants can be good. You decide what's right. You decide what's good.
Just remember,
Just remember,
someone is on your
side.
someone else is not.
While we sing our side, maybe we forgot. They are not alone. No one is alone.
Hard to see the light now.
Just don't let go. Things will come out right now. We can make it so. Someone is on your side.
Here she comes. Remember, don't let her know I'm
gotta go. Everyone can take care of me. You have to take care of yourself now, Jack. It's time.
No, it's not. I'll take care of him.
You will?
Yes, I'll be your mother now.
I don't want another mother. I want a friend. And a pet.
Well, of course, we have nowhere else to go, so I guess we'll move in with you.
Oh no!
It'll be fun.
My house is a shambles. There's hardly enough room for a... Of course you can move in with us. And you shall come too. You'll not return to the castle.
I'll gladly help you with your house. There are times when I actually enjoy cleaning. Oh, how proud your wife would have been of you.
How sad my son will never know her. Maybe I just wasn't meant to have children.
Don't say that. Of course you were meant to have children.
But how will I go about being a father with no one to mother my child?
Just calm the child.
Yes, the child.
Look, tell him the story of how it all happened. You, father, and mother. He'll know what to do.
Alone.
Sometimes people leave you halfway through the wood. Do not let it grieve you. No one leaves for good. You are not alone. No one is alone. Hold him to the light now. Let him see you all. Things will be all right now. Tell him what you know.
Once upon a time, far away village, there lived a young maiden,
Careful the things you say.
sad young lad,
Children will listen.
John the Speaker.
Careful the things you do.
And his wife.
Children will see and learn. Children may not obey, but children will listen. Children will look to you for which way to learn what to be. Careful before you say, listen gently. Children will listen. Careful the wish you make. Wishes are children. Careful the path they take. Wishes come true, not free. Careful the spell you cast, not just on children.
Sometimes a spell